make this flower bow. It's one of my more popular bows. They sell really fast at all my craft shows. It's just one version of a flower bow, and I am going to show you how to make that. First, things you're going to need ribbon, at least 2 different kinds. Well, you could do just one kind if you want. You can do more than that. A lighter to heat seal the edges. Zoom this out a little bit. Some thread. I like to use the heavy-duty thread so it doesn't break. Of course, a needle. A clip, which we will line, and I will show you how to line. I just use the alligator clip, and this is a small. I like to use a rotary cutter. You don't have to. You can use scissors instead. Need a hot glue gun and hot glue and an embellishment to put on at the end. These little embellishments I actually found at Craft 2000. They are actually little miniature Christmas ornaments, and I just pulled out the top, the little string that's at the top. And then I made this right here, which makes it easy for me. There's a little hole that I drilled into it that my needle just fits right into, just like that. And I can slide my thread down here so it's out of the way. And it's just something that makes making this bow a lot easier for me. And also sometimes you're going to be pulling that thread, the needle, through some thick ribbon. And so you can use some pliers if you like, just to make it easier. That's up to you. But first what we're going to do is we're going to take our ribbon and we're going to cut it to size. And I am actually going to cut 4 pieces of each actually 8 pieces of each. 4 of them will be 6 inches and 4 will be 7 inches. So 1 for the top and the bottom. Because this bow, it is layered. There's a top and a bottom that are put together. And so we will cut the strips. I have this old cutting mat that's been really beat up, and so I don't mind using it with my hot glue gun and all that. So if you have a nice cutting mat, you don't want to use your hot glue gun on it. But this is 7 inches, so I'll just cut 4 strips of 7 inches. Bigger or smaller if you want. So I've got 4 red, and I'm going to go ahead and do my 4 pieces for my top bow, which I'm cutting to be 6 inches. There's 1. I'm going to cut my green ribbon, and it's going to be the same. I'm going to cut 8 pieces total, 4 7 inches and 4 6 inches. And I will go ahead and do that real quick, and then I'll see you back here. Okay, now that I've got all of my pieces cut, I want to heat seal the edges. And so what I'll do is I'll just take the ribbon and my lighter, and you just want to just quickly swipe the flame over the ribbon, so it just heat seals the end. Okay, so one way I save time by doing this, and also saving my fingers from having to light the lighter over and over again, is I kind of bunch them up like this. So can you see? And then that way I can just swipe it once. ribbon heat sealed. So we're going to alternate my ribbon. So I'll take one color and then I'll put another color or the other color on top of that. Just alternate them, just like that. All lined up. I just kind of stack them to where they're kind of like that and even. So you have them stacked, just kind of lined up in a row. And what I do is I kind of try to find the middle and I fold it over like this, kind of make it to where they're kind of even. And the ends aren't going to all line up just because it's such a bunch of them. But you're going to end up kind of with a bunch like this, okay? And so I have it folded over like this, and so that's my center right up here. And so I'm going to take my needle and my thread, my heavy duty thread. I'm going to take my needle and I'm just going to take it underneath. Let's see if we can. I'm going to just take it underneath and poke it up through the middle, just like that. And I'm not going to pull it through. I'm just going to, oh, that's kind of not, there we go. I'm just going to kind of leave it, you want to leave it on the needle like that, okay? And here's when I use my little tool. And if you don't have one of these, that's fine. I was for a long time before. I just took a piece of wood and just cut a piece out of it and just drilled a little tiny hole, big enough for me to slide my needle in to where it's nice and snug. But I was using cardboard. Okay, now I have it on my block. I am going to spread out my pieces. And I start with the bottom and just kind of lay it down, like kind of hold it, and then bring the other piece out, and you're going to kind of have it like a star. So it's like that. You want them to be even, so you just want to work with it until they're evenly placed. Just like that. Okay, and then I find my bottom one, and we are going to start creating our flower. And what I do is I kind of put my fingers over the middle right here, just to kind of hold it down and keep all my pieces from moving around, because we want them to stay where they are, and they'll want to move because you're picking up one piece at a time. But what I do is I take it, the bottom piece, I take it, I twist it like that, and then set it on my needle, just like that. Okay, let's zoom in so you can see that better. Okay, so I'm gonna take this piece right here, and I'm gonna twist it. See how I twisted it? And bring it up and set it on my needle. And you're going to do that all the way around. Okay, so again, pick it up, twist it, just like that, and place it on my needle. Just like that. And again, twist it, and place it on my needle. So just do that all the way around until you have your flower. I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Okay, I got all of it looped over and on my needle, and this is what it looks like, just like that. And if you need to arrange some of these, you can. Just be careful because it'll just can all the middle and keep it, pressure on it so it holds down against the thing, and then I just pull the needle through. And sometimes it's pretty hard, and if it gets hard, you can use your pliers right here. Okay, so now I'm done with my block. But I'm going to just thread it through a few times, and I'm keeping it tight together until I get it tied together. And it is hard, and so I'm using my cutting mat, or you can use your block or something hard to kind of just put your needle on and just kind of push it through. And if it's hard to pull through, then just use your pliers if you want. Again, it's really hard to push through because that's a lot of ribbon that you're pushing through. And I'm using grosgrain ribbon, which is one of the thicker ribbons. It's not like the satin or the sheer ribbon. But you can do this with any ribbon that you want to. I'm doing the green and the red with the Santa embellishment because it's Christmas time. Well, it's not quite Christmas time, but we're getting ready for our Christmas season for all the craft shows coming up. But you only need to do a few stitches, but I like to do several just to make sure that my bows don't come apart or break and that they're really together good. And then I go ahead and tie me a knot. And I double knot everything. You don't have to, but I do just because I just want to make sure it doesn't fall apart. I take my scissors and cut my thread. And then go ahead and I made a long enough piece of thread on my needle so I could do both my lower and topper bow. But you are going to go ahead and repeat the same steps you took with this one for your top bow. And I will show you what we will do once our top bow is complete. I've got my two pieces made now. And so now we're just going to put them together. So I'm just going to use my hot glue gun and put some glue right here and take this and stick it right there. And I use a little bit more than I normally do because I want it to stick really good. And it's pretty thick, it's not going to really bleed through. And if you do get some hot glue on you, just pinch together and it alleviates the pain. But just be sure to be careful because hot glue is hot and it can burn you. I actually was making something earlier and burned myself pretty good with it. Okay, so now it's together, it's not coming apart. I'm going to take my embellishment and I'm going to just place it in the center, just like that. Use that glue. Just like that. My girls are in the background having fun. So there's your bow. Now we are going to line the clip, and I'll go ahead and show you how to do that. Okay, to line my clip, I just took a piece of ribbon and I cut it, for the small clip, I cut it 4.5 inches, or you can just leave it on the roll as you do this, and you want to heat seal the ends again. Okay, and then you're going to just open up your clip to where this prong that sticks up is on the bottom, so it's just down like that. And you're going to be putting glue right along the bottom